Now, President Banks, you have seen some of the allegations in the lawsuit before you, which is the EEOC versus Big 5 Sporting Goods.
Yes.
In which a black man, Robert Sanders, claims that he was called a boy, a spook, and told that he had the face of a janitor, and other related comments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious as to, in your experience, whether or not you recall seeing similar remarks in an employment context during your tenure with the Urban League.
Right. Not as the Urban League CEO. I have heard of people have called us about the nature of being discriminated against in other contexts, and I'll use my work with the city of Seattle. So prior to me taking over the Urban League 5 years ago, I worked 30 years in city government, and I was the outreach and community liaison for the construction of First Light rail line. So I've heard a lot of allegations, and some proved out to be true, around African Americans on job sites here in construction fields. And there were nooses left on people's lockers. The N-word was used openly on work sites. It was spray painted on people's cars and things like that. So it did not surprise me, Christopher, when you brought this information to me.
But what era was that you're talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about the early 2000s.
Oh, no.
This is in my working era. So, and this has happened in Seattle. So, and then I have colleagues, like, we have 88 affiliates across the country in 36 states. And, we get together, 4 or 5 times a year through conferences. And I've heard about other allegations happen like this, but it was usually in the South and not so much in the Northwest, or, in Western Washington or Western Oregon, or I should say west of the Mississippi. So, but I think that it just shows you kind of the state our country is in right now, that this is happening in, in the 2000s, in the 21st century, where we thought we were over this, but we are really not.